So in putting together that book, and it's called Listen, Knowing the World and Fighting to Change It, it comes out on October 21st from Fernwood Publishing. And it came out of my work. One of the pieces of work that I did was, for 10 years, I was the host and producer of a radio show called Talking Radical Radio, where every week I would do in-depth interviews with activists and organizers from across the country. So I was doing a lot of listening myself to people talking about their involvement in all of these different kinds of struggles. And it became increasingly clear to me as I was talking to them that their work as well centrally involved a lot of listening. Whether they named it or not, that was part of what they were doing. And so I thought, well, this is something that I want to explore and to talk about. So when I was reading to try and think about how I wanted to write about that, a lot of popular sources about listening take the form of listening advice. It's advice to individuals, how you can listen better, be a better listener, where you should listen, that kind of thing. And those can be useful as far as they go, but it made me realize that I didn't want to write that kind of book about social movements. It would be very easy to say, well, here are the ways that you should listen better in social movements. Right. It'll strengthen our movements. We'll have a better world because of it. And there were a number of reasons for that, but one of the reasons that I wanted to do that is because the understanding of listening that kind of embodies is a very narrow one. And I wanted to have a more expansive understanding of what listening is and what it does in our lives. Because most of these books like that talk about listening as something that I do as an individual, you do as an individual, and so on. But it's actually something that's happening between us. And
the reciprocity in it.
Yeah, and if we want to do something together, for example, like that listening is something that we're both doing in a reciprocal kind of way. And if you zoom out even farther, and I talk about this more in the book, that's a feature of how all of our lives are organized, is this taking in and responding to the people and the world around us.